episode 2. What's going on with my people? As 40 Water would say, my weepalizations. Yeah. If you guys like this beat, it's my guy Mirage. When I used to make music back home, this was my guy. This is who I came to when I needed a banger. Shout out to my guy, man. Hey. How's everybody doing? By the time you guys are watching this, today's date is February 2nd. Happy Black History Month. Welcome, everyone. It is the second episode of my first podcast, really. I guess I don't know if my sports one counts. I don't think that one counts. That one was really just like checking in with y'all. And, 2020 was a weird year for sports. So, it was hard to do that because there wasn't really no sports going on. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn all up in y'all ear. How's everybody doing, man? Let's see. What's today's roll call? What are we typing down in the comment section? Today, I want you guys to type down in the comment section the cartoon that best describes your life. Let's see. What's a cartoon that best describes my life? I'm gonna have to go with. Dang, that's a hard question. I just asked myself a hard question. I never done that before. Anime doesn't count. Can't choose anime. It has to be like a cartoon, like Nickelodeon, Fox Kids, Cartoon Network, WB Kids. I'll probably say nah. Yeah, nah. I'll say, well, I don't know. We'll get back to that anyways. But, I know. My life is a teenage robot. That is definitely where my life is at right now. That's the vibes. That's the vibes that we're rocking with in 2021. For 1 month down, by the way. Congratulations. You guys have made it through the first month of 2021. And I ain't even gonna hold you. It still feels like it's 2020 as far as all the crazy news and just the craziness the world is going in. Today's episode, man, a little piggybacking off the first episode, but there's a lot of big news as well. Actually, let's get started. I think last week we started off with like the politic news or politician news and things like that. For those of you who don't know, in January, we actually mourned the passing of Kobe and Gigi and the other 5 victims on that helicopter flight on that tragic January morning/evening. Shout out to Kobe. Kobe touched so many lives. That's my goal, man. I want my legacy to be like. And, just speaking realistically, I don't think my legacy will ever hit that Kobe pinnacle. But, boy, I think I got potential. I think it does. I think it will. I don't see why not. Going forward, Kobe was like a lot of people grew up on Jordan. I grew up on Kobe. And if you wasn't shooting threes, yelling out Kobe at the age of 6, 7, 8, you never really got to, I guess, really, I don't know. And it's crazy because he transcended the game. He transcended branding. After the game, when your career said, his last game, he scored 60. Like, come on, bro. Who does that? Kobe Bryant. And, this is a story that Scottie Pippen said. I don't think it's true personally. But Scottie Pippen said, not Scottie Pippen. Who was it? Was it Rick Fox? It was somebody that spoke to Kobe. And they said that Kobe said, a small part of me wishes that I do die early so people will appreciate me more and what I've done for the world. I could see Kobe saying that, but I don't think he said that. I don't think Kobe, the way Kobe moved and as far as his energy, I don't think he would put that out in the world. But shout out to Kobe, man. I could see Kobe saying that. I wouldn't be surprised if he said it, but at the same time, I don't think he said it. But shout out to Gigi. Gigi was a hooper. Watch them highlights. Gigi was a baller, man. And and those other 5 just goes to show you life is short, bro. You never know. I get God forbid, I get struck down recording a video one day. Life is short, so you gotta appreciate. You gotta live it up to the max. Me personally, I try to touch as many people as possible. I try to transcend what I do on YouTube as far as a content creator. I just feel like I'm destined for so much more. I feel like I was put here, like my purpose was to make people laugh and to just spread joy and to change lives through laughter and entertainment. But I don't know, something inside of me is like, you're brought here to do that, but you're here to do it on a bigger scale. So shout out to Kobe for doing that. It just sucks, and it's crazy enough. 2021 already taking lives. RP Cicely Tyson. You want to talk about someone who changed lives and left behind a freaking legacy? Shawty was almost 100 years old, bro. She transcended acting, poetry, just women's rights, African American women's rights, black rights in general. She was just a force, bro. A force to be reckoned with. She worked with legends. You want to talk Richard Pryor, Tyler Perry. She worked with legends. And everyone had something dope to say about her. I have yet to see anybody try and slander Cicely. Yeah, Oprah and Gayle did that nut shit when Kobe passed away. But I have yet to see anybody do that with Cicely. And just watching the way she spoke, it was so sweet, but powerful at the same time. So shout out to Cicely Tyson, man. We lost another legend. And we lost Screech from Saved by the Bell. Literally, as I was getting ready to record this, found out Screech passed away. I think he had stage 3 cancer. But let's switch some news, man. Let's switch to some brighter news. I just like to get try to get my respects out the way just so we can get started. In brighter news, let's start off with, I'm going to tie in world news at the end, because we started off with that last time, and there's a lot of world news going on that I want to finish strong with. Let's go ahead and just get into, let's get into the entertainment aspect. Let me open up my entertainment notes. I wonder if you guys found out your question yet. Or not question, but if you guys answer my question as far as the cartoon. And do not forget to hit that like button. Treat this podcast just like any other video. Hope you guys are listening to this on your way to work, doing homework or whatever. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So as far as, and when I mean entertainment news, this is stuff that I pay attention to. I'm not talking about who broke up with who, or divorces, or paparazzi, who was wearing it, who's on a beach in a bikini. That's not my entertainment. I'm talking about Godzilla versus Kong type news, comic book type news, anime type news, gaming. That's my form of entertainment. But before we get into that, Morbius. Now, I know a lot of you guys were really, really excited for the Morbius movie just because it ties into the Spider-Verse. I was super excited for that. Turns out they actually pushed it back. What's the date they pushed it back to? I know it's 2022 for sure. It was supposed to come out last year. Was it last year? Let's see. Let me pull that up for you guys. So, Morbius release date gets pushed back. It's supposed to come out. What was the original date? The new date, October 8th, 2021. So it's coming out this year. If I'm not mistaken, it was supposed to come out 2020, and it was supposed to be like one of those movies that tied in the Venom verse and the Spider Verse all together. So that's super dope. But while we're talking about this, I was also looking at another report. Jared Leto actually said that this role was tough for him to do, which is crazy because Jared Leto has done some crazy roles. He just the movie on HBO Max with Denzel and Rami Malek. He just did The Little Things. He played the Joker, of course. He played like a vampire or something else. Not Morbius, but I think he played like a werewolf or something. But for Jared Leto to say that this role was difficult for him was crazy to me, just because he's done crazy roles. But he said the reason this is difficult for him to do is because this is already him. He felt like when he was approached with the Morbius role that it was him, a mad scientist who's trying to save the world, but at the same time is this dark, gloomy, stoic, independent character, which is who Jared Leto feels like he is. So I love Jared Leto. He's one of my favorite actors. I want to see how he portrays Morbius. As far as the trailer, I think he killed it, and that's just me watching the trailer. I do hate COVID for pushing this back, because at this point, I'm supposed to have seen Black Widow. I'm supposed to have seen Eternals. I'm supposed to have seen Morbius. There's a lot of superhero movies that got pushed back because of COVID, but the selfish part of me is being upset, but the adult, mature part of me is like, dope, push it back. Make sure everybody is healthy and all that good stuff. So that's super dope. That's the Morbius news. As far as Black Widow also got, well, not pushed back, but Black Widow is getting pushed back later this year. Turns out that this is not supposed to go to Disney Plus. As much as, all these big name movies, Godzilla vs. Kong, Mortal Kombat, The Suicide Squad, all these movies are supposed to be going on to, streaming platforms. Black Widow, a report came out that Black Widow will not be going on Disney Plus. And it sounds like Disney is pretty adamant about this. They're hoping that by the end of this year that theaters will be back open and they will be able to reap box office sales. They'll be able to get, those ticket prices, those ticket sales. Me personally, I'm not a CEO. I'm not a director. I'm not a president of a huge $1 trillion company. But I think that's a dumb move. That's just me personally. We've seen a lot of great releases. I mean, the movie Soul on Disney Plus. If I'm not mistaken, that was one of the most streamed movies towards the end of the year last year, and that came out on Christmas. So to see that Disney doesn't want to push Black Widow onto a streaming service is kind of surprising. But another side of me is wondering if they're just waiting to see what these other movie numbers do, because Black Widow is supposed to come out in October, if I'm not mistaken, October this year, because it got pushed back. It was supposed to come out on my birthday. That didn't happen. Let's see. Let me just click news. What the fluff, dude? There you go. Let's see. Marvel has no plans to release Black Widow on Disney Plus. It's expected to be delayed once again. Wow, I just found that out here. Now I'm really sad. Wow. Black Widow is currently scheduled for release on May 7th, but many believe yet another delay is likely. This has once again made fans wonder if Disney Plus releases on the horizon. That's frustrating. I just found this out with y'all. I don't know if y'all knew this, but Black Widow, oh my goodness gracious. So it says Marvel has no plans to release Black Widow on Disney. Screen Rant is not where I saw this article originally. I originally saw this on Fandom. If you guys don't follow Fandom on Twitter, I highly recommend that you guys do. They keep me up to date on all my comic book, anime, entertainment news that I find entertaining. But wow, that's unfortunate. And this is kind of messing up the flow as far as Marvel phase releases. I feel like the hype around this was closest was when the beginning of 2020, when everybody was, expecting to go see this. And it sucks, it's getting pushed back again. Probably it's supposed to come out May 7th once again around my birthday. that stinks, bro. Every year, some dope, cool Marvel movie comes out around my birthday, and looks like the streak has once again been broken. Let's see. So there's news about the Suicide Squad that's coming out. So if you guys don't know what the Suicide Squad is, it's not Suicide Squad. It's not a reboot. They already said this. The Suicide Squad is actually more of a sequel. Cool thing about this is that there's supposed to be a spin-off series off of this. And so I guess Peacemaker is supposed to be a spin-off of the version of the Suicide Squad. And James Gunn, who I love dearly, James Gunn, that's the guy who he had a hand in a lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. He's actually doing this movie, which is dope. And a lot of people are saying that it's worse than the original, but it's personally, I feel like this is the chance for DC to be like, all right, they gotta stop. They gotta start taking it serious at some point. DC movies, they're not horrible. I'm trying to think. No, there's a couple horrible ones. There's just a couple. There's like two. There's like two horrible DC movies. But at least the worst Marvel movie has some sort of cohesion as far as storytelling. And James Gunn does a really good job of that. I thought it was dope how the cast of Guardians of the Galaxy rallied behind him and was like, hey, we're not doing these movies if James Gunn don't come along. It just shows you how dope of a person he is and how lit they, it's a family over there at Marvel. Now, DC, I feel like DC rushes a lot of stuff. DC just threw Batman, like didn't even give him his own movie. They just threw him into Batman v Superman. He's like, okay, here's Ben Affleck fighting Superman in his first Batman movie. That's a lot. That's a lot off the bat. And on top of that, Wonder Woman was introduced at the end of that. They showed her in the trailer, which was kind of whack. When they also showed freaking Doomsday, kind of ruined the villain. And on top of that, it's like they did a Justice League movie right after, and they didn't even do a Cyborg movie. They ain't even do The Flash. They did Aquaman. Aquaman was really good. I liked Aquaman a lot. And, Flash got pushed back. There's rumors that Ezra Miller may not even play the Flash. There's a lot of Cyborg drama going on. He feels like he was shunned as an African American actor in the DC. What do you call that? DC verse? I don't know. And poor Gal Gadot. That Wonder Woman 84 was so bad. It was bad. I've seen worse superhero movies, but it's kind of tough, The first Wonder Woman movie was pretty good, but that second one, boy. But that's as far as Suicide Squad news. That's what I got so far. I'm really excited to see how they go, what direction they go in with that spinoff, because there's supposed to be a spinoff going to HBO Max. Not sure when that's supposed to happen, but when it does, I will be front and center to watch that. So that's super dope. Excuse me. So Jim Gordon, actor Jeffrey Wright. So Jeffrey Wright is actually playing Jim Gordon in the new Batman with Robert Pattinson. Now this movie I'm hyped for. I'm super hyped. The trailer where Robert Pattinson is just beating dudes face in over and over in front of his boys, like that got me hyped. But Jeffrey Wright is also supposed to voice Batman in the comedic podcast. So I guess he's supposed to be Batman in this podcast, which is super crazy. I want to see how this goes. And Batman is starting to wrap up filming. They're supposed to be done filming in March. So as far as release date goes, I'm guessing they're going to shoot for 2022. Just because towards the end of the year, there's supposed to be a lot of big name movies. And, it's good to have competition. But with a movie like this, with so much anticipation, there's not a lot known about this movie, by the way. A lot of people didn't like the costume. A lot of people, as far as the costume, a lot of people were 50-50. His Batmobile, people were 50-50. I loved it personally. I think Robert Pattinson's finna go crazy. He's going to be a great Batman. But they're supposed to be wrapping up filming in March. As far as release date, like I said, I'm going to go, because Batman isn't really a summer blockbuster release kind of guy. Probably the end of the summer. I think October 2022 makes the most sense. October, November, dark, gloomy weather. Hopefully COVID is dead by then or somewhat under wraps. Can y'all get that together, bro? Let me stop. Freaking anti-maskers, bro. But that's super, super cool to know that they're almost done filming this. Because they dropped the trailer and apparently they were still filming, but things got put on hold, like I said, due to the virus and stuff like that. But super excited to see how that goes. Just want to make sure that that's all of my entertainment notes. Oh yeah. So there's supposed to be an animated Game of Thrones series coming together. Emmy-winning Game of Thrones composer Ramin Djawadi returns to score House of the Dragon. So that's pretty dope. I like soundtracks, and I'm not talking about like songs created for movies, but I mean like composers Marvel does a really good job of that with the Avengers theme. Transformers had a really good composer, a really good soundtrack. I like soundtracks. They add to the ambiance and the characters. I see the music as a character in a lot of movies coming up. But yeah, and then Sonic Prime. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Sonic Prime personally. I was a big fan of the Sonic movie, but to know that they're coming out with a 3D Netflix series, I feel like series kind of kill movies like Madagascar. I love the Madagascar series, but I feel like between the Madagascar, on the Jungle series, and then the penguins have their own, and then the lemurs have their own, it's a lot, and I feel like it waters down the main product. Once again, they're marketing kids. They're not marketing people like me. They're not marketing 26-year-old black dudes. They're not doing that. So that's just how I feel. But kind of like similar to Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy Neutron was a movie before it was even a TV show. A lot of people don't know that. It's very rare that correlation works. But it's I don't know. Sonic, leave Sonic alone. That's kind of how I'm feeling with it. I did see Tails at the end of the movie. Should have said spoiler alert, but hopefully they bring in like Knuckles, Silver. Hopefully they bring in characters like that. And then last but not least, as far as internet or entertainment for the last topic, dude, Tom Holland came out and said that filming Spider-Man 3, his first week filming, he said this is one of the greatest weeks of his life. As an actor, not just as Peter Parker, not just as Spidey, not just as a Marvel, actor. As an actor, period. That week is one of the greatest weeks of his life. Now, I don't think he's married. I don't think he has kids, so he can say that, and get away with things like that. But for Tom Holland to say that, that's one of the greatest weeks filming, lets me know that Kevin Feige and whoever else is doing this Spider-Man movie over at Sony or Marvel or whatever, I feel like they are taking care of this movie. And they're going to... This is a moneymaker. I don't think people realize that Spider-Man is probably one of the most iconic superheroes of all time. He's up there with Superman and Batman. Spider-Man is... I can't speak on this movie because I don't know a lot about it, but I do know... Y'all better bring Andrew Garfield and Toby back. Bring Andrew and Toby. I need to see Andrew, Toby, Tom, goddamn, who else plays Spider-Man? I don't know. I need to see all of them on the screen at one time. And when I do, I will shed a thug tear. Some of y'all may go to the movies or watch this with your girl, with your kids, or your parents, your friends, your other bros. And y'all might be afraid to shed a tear. I'll shed that thug tear for you. We gonna share a tear. We gonna share a tear if that happens, because it's still rumors circulating in the air about who's gonna be in what. But bro, when I see that Sam Raimi suit or when I see that Andrew Garfield hair, I'm getting hyped just thinking about it. But yeah, so that's gonna end it for the entertainment portion of today's news. Let me know if I missed anything. What did you guys hear about over the week that you guys would like me to speak on next episode? And I do take requests if I'm interested in it. I'll talk about it on the podcast. If I'm not, you guys won't hear from me. But what I would like to do call-ins. I recorded my first episode at night. Last week's episode I recorded at night. This week I'm recording at night. Hopefully I can find a window where I can talk to you guys during the daytime and do a little quick call in with some of my fans or subscribers and stuff like that. Maybe like a Zoom call or something like that. Discord call. It'll be super dope to hear what you guys think about certain topics. That would be super cool. Maybe we can have a guest. That would be super lit. But yeah, that's gonna end it for today's entertainment portion. I do want to kick off the. Oh, that's not entertainment. By the way, real quick before we go, Ryan Coogler is working on a Wakanda series for Disney Plus. That's super lit. And for obvious reasons, he wants to do it. And Michael B. Jordan is very, very interested in coming back for Black Panther 2. Once again, for obvious reasons. R.P. Chadwick. I would love to see Killmonger take the role of the next king of Wakanda. I feel like, he has a lot of pent-up aggression, but he learned his He learned his lesson, as far as dying. But it's Wakanda. They have the technology to keep Killmonger alive. And to see Killmonger take that mantle, I feel like that's the only way to go about it. If not, they can have Shuri be this, because Shuri in the comic books takes the mantle of T'Challa, or the Queen of Wakanda at one point. But Marvel, the MCU likes to do things a little differently. As far as origin stories and where people come from. I would love to see Killmonger take the role of Black Panther. That would be amazing. And I mean, it's only right that they take care of that movie. And I know they're going to take care of that movie. Ryan Coogler from Oakland, by the way. Shout out to the Yay. Ryan Coogler going to take care of this movie. I know he is. I know for sure he's going to take care of his. So, shout out to my guy. But, yeah. My bad. Let's get that down. Now, okay, now we're done with the entertainment portion of everything. Let's see. Yeah, let's go on to sports. As far as esports, let's start with that. Ninja, the Fortnite streamer, I guess former Fortnite streamer. He don't play that no more. I think he plays like League and Valorant, but that's irrelevant to what I'm about to talk about. GameSpot actually released an article of where Ninja felt like Ninja basically said, "I'm not supposed to raise your kids. Streamers are not supposed to raise your kids. Content creators should not be raising your kids," he is right. He is very right about that. One of the people I look up to, and one of the podcasts I listen to. Oh, excuse me. The podcast I listen to, my guy Black Akage has something to say about it, and he, you know him. He keeps it real. He keeps it, where he feels it's most needed and it's tasteful. He says that Ninja does, and once again, I agree with him. I don't think Ninja should be, at the front of every Black Lives Matter march or protest. I don't expect him to be there. I don't think he should. I don't think he should be the spokesperson for African Americans or using his white privilege to save the black race or anything like that. I don't expect that from him, But there is one thing I do expect from him, and that's just to keep it a bean. Just be honest. You see the N-word typed in your chat or whatever, say something about it. Stop your stream, say something. Hey, this is bad, and this is why it's bad. And that's why I respect the Black Akage, because he does it a lot. Corey Kenshin just did it in one of his most recent videos. I guess there was a I guess he did one of his try not to laugh challenges, and this has nothing to do with race. He did one of his try not to laugh challenges, and there was a famous TikToker on there. He reacted to a video and he didn't find it funny. A lot of the Corey Kenshin, aka the Samurai, went over to that TikToker's channel and kept spamming, "You're washed. Corey Kenshin didn't laugh at your video." I love how Corey Kenshin nipped that in the bud and checked all his Samurai. I was like, bro, that's not how we rock over here. That's not what we do as a group, as a unit. We move with positivity and making people laugh. And he checked that. And I love him for that, because I know a lot of y'all favorite YouTubers not doing that, and that's super dope to me. Because TikTok is still I guess you can consider it the newest app as far as social media is concerned. It's one of the newest apps, and the guy, I think Drip 2 Wavy or something like that, I think that's his name. He has a big following. It's not a Corey Kenshin following, but just imagine, he might be a fan of Corey Kenshin, and for him to get, I guess, cyberbullied by the Samurai, and to have to deal with that and look at that in the face and be like, dang, Corey Kenshin not rocking with me, because that's ultimately that's what it comes down to. Like Flight's fans and viewers are toxic. I can't stand his streams. It's hard for me to be in the stream. Just a bunch of dumb shit. It's hard for me to be in those. Dante sometimes his followers can be toxic. It's hard for me. And back before I had this mindset, I would be like, dang, that's how his followers are. That's how he is. That's how I used to think. Flight has matured a lot. Dante's always been mature though. Personally, that's how I feel. But that's, same with the family. I don't want you guys to go, I would never send you guys to go disrespect another content creator or disrespect another celebrity or just disrespect anybody, really. If I don't, if I'm not a fan of somebody or how someone moves, I'll let you guys know. Anyway, it's not for me. Like NBA YoungBoy, his music is not for me. I never tell, if I'd be damned if one of the family members was, comment on his Instagram, be like, Flam don't rock with you. Flam think you lame as hell. Like, bro, that's crazy. That is crazy. I feel like, I don't care how old you are, we're at a point in life and time where you gotta, you don't have to hate something. Just because you don't like something don't mean you hate it, And tying back to the ninja thing, a lot of people are gonna be like, dang, you let your non-black viewers say the N-word, nigga, like that's weird. And I know he got caught rapping a Logic song a while back. The N-word slipped. I'm not the N-word police. Did it bother me? A little bit. Do I think Ninja's racist? No. But at the same time, he has a magnifying glass on him. And that's the price that comes with the fame and the fortune of someone of his caliber. And I agree with him 1,000%. If you spend time with your child and your version of spending time with your child is giving them a tablet and you go on about your day, that's on you. They might come across a toxic streamer that doesn't care about his chat, and they might see the N-word a million times. They may not be black. They think that's cool. They think that's funny. They think that's a joke. That's funny to them. That's not spending time with your kid. Do not let the internet raise your kid. The internet is a dark, 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 dark place. A dark, dark place. A lot of Twitter profiles, a lot of Instagram profiles with no profile pic, basically bragging and boasting this anonymous. How do you say it? Anonymity, anonymousness, whatever. They don't got to show who they are, and they can say whatever the hell they want. Occasionally they might come across somebody who knows how to track IP addresses, but for the most part, that's not where you want your kid to be raised, man. If your kid got their nose in their phone 24/7, or in a tablet or a computer or, in a game lobby. For adults, I don't really, like, a lot of people are be like, dang, this generation is always on their, and they're talking about me. They're talking, your generation always on the phone. You got to think, at this day and age, the phone is a newspaper. Now, if you want to talk about the 20s, like, it kills me when people be like, go read a book, Go read a book. Go read a newspaper. But back then, in the 20s, if you kept the newspaper on, you was reading it all the time. A lot of people was like, bro, get your nose out the newspaper. Go live your life. It's just crazy how the times have changed, And I feel like a lot of people are afraid, because I know a lot of people who have their nose in their phones, but they're very well aware of where the world is at. And they know when, like, dang, I've been on my phone a lot today. It happens. But as far as the Ninja situation, I don't see why people bashing him. I feel like it's stupid to bash Ninja. Like I said, why are you sitting around waiting for Ninja to save the African American race and, be the N-word police? I don't expect them to do that. But at the same time, you see something, you got to check it just because of who you are. And if you don't do it, you're kind of lame. But yeah, that's in the sports news. That's how we gonna start that one off. Next up, Matt Stafford. When I tell you guys, this trade caught me all off guard. The fact that now a lot of people are like, the Rams don't need first round picks. They've been doing this since forever. Guys, the Rams got fleeced. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like the Rams got fleeced. Is Matt Stafford good? Yes. Is he really good? Yes. Is he elite? No, I don't think so, personally. But he's going to make your team better. But you got to think. With COVID protocol, is there going to be training camp this year? Probably not. It's going to be tough for a new quarterback who's been in a certain system for so long, who's dealt with multiple coaches himself. It's going to be tough for him to, hop in and be what they think he's going to be. Will the Rams make playoffs? Most likely. Well, that division is tough. The division's up for grabs. And we'll talk about the Niners later. But I feel like the Rams got fleas. I feel like at some point you need those first round picks. You need those gems. And let me look up what everybody got from that trade. Let's see. I just think, you need those first round picks. And it sucks because hold on, where's it at? Where's that? Here you go. You need those picks, man. I don't care if you've been doing good with those first round picks. Because, one, Rams ain't got no money. They got to win the Super Bowl this year. This year or next year, they got to win the Super Bowl. Let's see. Multiple. Okay, so the Lions will receive a third-round pick in 2021. This draft coming up. A first-round pick in 2022. And a first-round pick in 2023. So they're not getting a first-round pick in this year's draft. Because, once again, Rams don't have one. But they're getting the third round pick in 2021, first round pick in 2022, and the first round pick in 2023. That's, for one, I don't think Matt Stafford's worth 2 first round picks personally. He's injury prone. Really talented though. Dude's got heart. Great leader. I've never heard anybody say anything crazy about Matt Stafford. But 2 first round picks in the third, and you're already lacking in the draft department, my G. So it's like they gotta win now. The receivers are kind of banged up. Cooper Kupp really good, but he has been putting up the numbers everyone thought he was going to put up when Brandon Cooks left. Robert Woods, who's basically Jarvis Landry. And that's not slander. I'm a Browns fan. That's not slander. It's just he's good. He's not going to be elite. He's not going to win every single one-on-one against the best corner on the other side, the best corner on the defense. But Sean McVay is a smart guy. He seems like he knows what he's doing. Where I got caught off, or where the part that jumps out to me, what's up with Jared Goff? Like, where does Jared Goff go from here? Does Jared Goff go to Detroit, where they're picking up all these picks, and does he prosper with Kenny Galladay, who we don't even know if he's saying? Does he prosper with Marvin Jones, who's kind of up there in the age? Does he prosper with this DeAndre Swift, TJ Hawkinson? I don't know how that works. I do not know how that works. I'm very, very interested to see how this works on the field. Man, and it was crazy. This happened before the Super Bowl. This trade happened before the Super Bowl. It just caught me off guard. But wow, I'm reading right here. The Rams Super Bowl odds for the 2021 season moved from plus 1,800 to plus 1,500 at Caesars Sportsbook by William Hill. Woo! Let me know down in the comment section who you guys think won this trade. Me personally, I think Detroit got it. Detroit, they're like a cursed franchise, man. I thought Cleveland was cursed. Detroit, man. Detroit and Chicago, and it's crazy, they're both NFC North. I don't know, man. Detroit, they've had their quarterback, but they keep losing legends like Hall of Famers. Excuse me. And the Matt Patricia reign didn't go as well as everyone thought it was, but I don't know. Those Rams, man. Like I said, I'm not a GM, so this is just my opinion of things, by the way. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys the name of the pod. I'm so bad, but podcast is I just be chilling. That's really what I do. So this is I Just Be Chillin' episode 2. Like I said, guys, I'm not a podcaster. I'm not a potter. Harry Potter. That'll be a fire name. Harry, but Podder. Harry Potter. That's litty. But I'm not a podcaster, guys. So this is all new to me. But yeah, I Just Be Chillin' episode 2. This is what you guys are currently watching. I'm working on a logo. Or if you guys want to make the logo and just, if you guys can shoot me some PNG, some JPEGs, I'd be more than welcome to go through them. But I just be chilling because that's what I do. I'm not a GM. I'm not an actor. I'm not a producer or a movie director. I just be chilling, giving my opinions on things. So yeah, like I said, I feel like the Lions won that one hands down. Next up, now a lot of people thought that Matt Stafford was gonna go after the Deshaun domino fell. But you know how crazy the NFL is. The Matt Stafford domino fell before the Deshaun one. Now, a lot of people had Matt Stafford going to the Colts or the Niners. Those are the two favorites. Those are the two faves. Does Deshaun go to the Niners? Now, I think Deshaun goes to the Niners. And if Deshaun wants to win, he would go to the Niners. Now, if Deshaun just wants to get paid and just want to be the guy in a big market, I guess the Jets is where you would go. But, and the thing about that Matt Stafford trade, I feel like the Rams applied pressure to the Niners. Because if you got Stafford for 2 firsts and a third and a quarterback, imagine what you got to give up for Deshaun. That's why I thought the Deshaun domino was going to fall first. Because I didn't think teams would want to overdeal or overpay for Stafford. But lo and behold, now the Niners are looking looking shaky, and I like what they're gonna give up. Me personally, if I was Niners, I'd give up 2 firsts. I'd give up a second, a fourth, and I would give up Dre Greenlaw. I'm not giving up Bosa. Don't ask for Bosa. Don't ask for Fred Warner. Don't ask for Kittle. Don't ask for none of my receivers either. Like I said, I'd give up Dre Greenlaw, 2 firsts and 2 seconds, or 2 firsts, a second and a third, and Jimmy G. That would be my Niners package for Deshaun Watson. Now you get a linebacker where you're lacking at just in defensively alone. You get your first round picks. Niners are picking pretty decently high though. What are they at? 12 this year. And you get pieces to rebuild. You get a quarterback who has playoff experience. He's worked under Belichick. He knows how a quarterback should carry himself. Besides dating that little, you know what I'm saying? But that's the package I would give up to get Deshaun if I'm the Niners. Now it all depends. Does Deshaun want to go there? Because apparently, this rumor was shot down. I heard Deshaun wants to go to Miami, or he wants to go to the Jets. Now, for Miami to draft Tua and ship Tua a year later, because Tua didn't look too good his rookie year. He didn't pop. He didn't jump off the screen to me like Justin Herbert did or Joe Burrow. And we have yet to see what Jordan Love is capable of. But Miami, I could see them, probably Tua, 2 firsts, which they have, a second, and maybe like Van Ginkel or someone along those lines. Do they still have Christian Wilkins? Christian Wilkins would probably be in my deal. But that Deshaun domino, we're just waiting for it to fall. But I honestly think he's going to go to the Niners. Works for all 3 sides. Works for Deshaun, works for Frisco, works for Houston. Everybody gets what they want, and everybody just gets to play ball. While we're speaking on Houston once again, Houston's having a rough year. Rough sports year. Rough 2 sports. Past 2 years have been rough for Houston fans. J.J. Watt apparently wants out of Houston. He has played his last snap as a Houston Texan. As a Cleveland Browns fan, I am salivating at the mouth that J.J. Watt would love to come to Cleveland. Now, what is J.J. Watt getting paid? We don't care. We got the money for it. Line up, and is J.J. Watt what he used to be? Is he kind of a shell of himself? Maybe. But J.J. Watt's production is going to thrive with Myles Garrett on the other side. We've seen what Olivier Vernon was doing with Myles on the other side with, 2 years, a year and a half under his belt. J.J. Watt and Myles Garrett coming off the edge. Good God. But apparently J.J. Watt wants out of Houston. Once again, this Houston front office, I don't know what the hell's going on, but for J.J. Watt to want out, Deshaun Watson, D-Hop, Andre Johnson came out of the woodworks. Andre Johnson ain't tweet in years, but he came out to tweet and tell Deshaun to stand his ground. Arian Foster, it's just like, what's going on with Houston? Like, a lot of people don't talk about that enough. A lot of people talk about what Jacksonville and Cleveland and the Jets and Detroit and what all these organizations go through. Not a lot of people talk about Houston. I don't know what Houston got going on over there, but a lot of stars and future Hall of Famers just not rocking with the organization. Nobody wants to end their career there for some reason. I mean, once you trade D-Hop for an empty Capri Sun pack and a pair of broken glasses, I'd probably question the move too. But shout out to my Houston fans, man. I hope you guys are doing all right. Look at it this way. Y'all still got, chopped and screwed music. Next up, Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal pull off the upset. 6 points in 8 seconds. Now, these Nets, man, I understand they need time to gel. It's been a while. KD might be a little rusty. Kyrie out trying to save the whales. James Harden looking for a proper strip club in Brooklyn. They still trying to get right. But, man, they haven't been playing at that level. You know what I'm saying? The Nets, besides that one game where KD and Harden just seem to be gelling. But oh my God, that was hard basketball to watch. That was poor execution defensively. Bradley Beal just, for some reason, wasn't getting checked at half court. Man's got checked when he was a foot. Yeah, he was a little far behind the three-point line, but you got to think, Bradley Beal's a scorer. That boy good. He almost, me personally, I think he up there with Dame and them. And speaking of Dame hit a game winner once again. Dame time. Shout out to the Yay. You know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. Bradley Beal a baller, bro. Bradley Beal been putting up crazy numbers. He usually don't win the games, but he's putting up crazy numbers. And Russell Westbrook had a really, really efficient game. We were actually watching it over at Dion's house, and we thought the game was over, so we changed it. Man, when I watched that last clip, Bradley Beal looked so good. And we gotta shout out to, I forgot dude's name. Shout out to the guy who had his hands up and made the steal to get shipped the rock out to Rusty Westbrook, aka Mr. Why Not, aka Mr. 2020, aka Rolling 60s. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Russ for pulling that off. I like to see Russ win. A lot of people, I do think Russ plays a little wild sometimes, but he was hot from the three-point line that game. He was on fire. But I feel like you got to blame Joe Harris for that. That's just tacky. It's like they were being so cocky. They knew the game was over. They just wanted to get out of there. What kind of passing was that, bro? If worst comes to worst, call a timeout, But I don't know. I like I said, I just be chilling. I'm not a coach, but I'm glad that the Wizards pulled that off. It gives them a little boost. Apparently, Miami is trying to snag Bradley Beal and bring him to Miami, but we'll see. I don't think that's happening, at least this season. But it's very interesting. And as I'm recording this, actually a couple hours ago, LeBron had a shouting match with a courtside Karen. Yes, courtside Karen. Apparently, there was a couple that had courtside seats to a Lakers game. And I guess the husband said something to LeBron. LeBron snapped back. And then the wife stands up, damn near on the court, and says something to LeBron. Calls him all out of his name. Now, did you pay for courtside seats? Yes, you did. You did pay for courtside seats. But if you work at Costco and I came to your job and I bought a TV, right? I bought a TV from Costco. Let's say I buy a TV from Costco. And I'm bringing that TV to the cash register and I'm walking past one of the Costco employees and I look at you and I mean mug you. And I go, what the hell are you looking at? Are you going to pay for that TV? Yeah, I'm going to pay for this TV. Yeah, cool. You still got to respect me, though. This is my domain. This is what I do for a living. This is my job. You have no right to disrespect me while I'm doing my job. This has been an issue for the past couple years. A lot of these Just because you got courtside seats, that means you could do whatever and talk however the hell you want. Russell Westbrook made sure of that. Ron Artest made sure of that. Y'all remember the at the Garden. Y'all remember that. But I feel like sometimes you gotta shut up. Now it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Tasteful smack. Drake is really good at. Drake is really good at tasteful smack. Drake, of course, you gotta see the pictures where he's like, "Welcome to the area." You gotta see like those clips and stuff like that. But Drake is really tasteful with his smack talk. Everyone knows he respects every single one of those players. But you know, it's cool to be like, "Ooh, Bron, what's wrong? You cold tonight? You a little cold tonight, Bron?" But from what I heard, that's not what was said to LeBron. So if you talk crazy to me while I'm doing my job, I have every right to talk crazy to you and get you booted up out of here. Y'all gonna learn one day. Y'all gonna learn. I'm waiting for somebody to talk crazy to Grayson Allen, so Grayson Allen can just do what he known for. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Sideline Karen, man. And LeBron tweeted about it, so that was pretty funny. On Black History Month, you had that nerve to try to slander one of the arguably the most iconic athlete on the planet in his home, on his court, in his domain. You had the nerve to slander him on Black History Month. Ain't that some shit? All right. I think that's all the sports news for today. If that's all the sports news, I really, really can't wait to get into this last part. Yes. Okay. How much time we got left? Okay, we got time. Guys. Stocks, right? Stocks. This is the talk of the week. It was the talk of the week for sure. It was the talk of the week. But I will say this. I'm not no Wall Street trader. I'm not a stock market genius. I know a little bit. I know a little bit about a lot, you know. What Robinhood did was not only unconstitutional, but it was hypocritical and it was greedy. All right. For those of you who don't know, let me go ahead and pull up the article. And if you guys don't know what Robinhood is an app that is available for anyone who has a cellular device to purchase and sell stocks, right? Now, Robinhood is being used because currently, for some reason, there was a boom in really, really random stocks. For example, GameStop. GameStop popped up out of nowhere, right? And it was like, how do you say? I guess it caught them off guard. Just regular trading. This is how stocks work. Sometimes something booms and one day something doesn't boom. You know, something drops one day. A couple weeks later, it's the talk of the town. But this GameStop stock, oh my gosh, it was bad. Just shut up. All right, so let's see. I'm trying to find a good example for you guys. There we go. Here we go. We got one. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. All right, so Reddit actually had a major say-so in this, which I thought was pretty cool. What the fluff? Get off me. Freaking ad blockers, bro. There, you happy? Golly. Okay. This is USA Today. USA Today, and the name of the headline is "This is life-changing. Meet the Redditors behind the GameStop saga." So, Gavin May can't help but constantly check his Robinhood app every few minutes following the GameStop mania. Last Monday, his $6,000 investment in the stock market, which includes a $5,400 position in the video game retailer that he's built in recent months, broke $10,000. By Wednesday, it peaked over $100,000. This is life-changing, says May, who's only 19, by the way, who is a freshman at Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles. I was euphoric. I've never seen more than 5 digits in my bank account. In another part of the country, Roger Lynn, a senior at the University of Utah in Salt Lake City, has been waking up before dawn to check in on GameStop and AMC Entertainment before the opening bell after he saw violent swings in his TD Ameritrade account. He said, I haven't gotten too much sleep. I've never done anything like this before, says Lane 21, who put $30K into AMC options last Monday and bought 35 shares of GameStop in the frenzy. Lane, who works as a purchaser for a food distribution company, said his brokerage account peaked at nearly $280K. Zoom classes have made it very easy for me to monitor the stocks all day, Lynn adds. We're not going to read all this. I think you guys should read this article. I read the article and I loved it. Basically, how do you say this? These niggas finesse the government. Oh, they got over. They got over on the man. They done finesse the government. They got him. Long story short, GameStop boomed at like 300%. And not only that, there's this Doge mania going on that I put a little something in there. You know what I'm saying? Just in case a little damn boost on back up, I put a little something in there and I ain't gonna hold you. But Doge, GameStop, AMC Theaters, Doge, I know Nokia, GM, and I think Starbucks. Those stocks boomed like crazy because of Reddit. Now, a lot of people are upset at how Robinhood is taking, because Robinhood, it got to a point where Robinhood actually stopped taking sales. They stopped letting people sell at when they want to sell. They stopped letting people buy when they wanted to buy. I actually had issues myself. I wanted to purchase $100 in Robinhood and $100 in Dogecoin, which is a cryptocurrency that was meant to be a freaking joke, meant to be a meme, right? I actually tried to purchase 100, it wouldn't let me. It actually restricted me at $50. And after that, I tried to add in, couldn't add any more. Tried to sell, couldn't sell at the time. All right. Unfortunately, it looks like Robinhood might get away with this. They actually raised, I think, $1 billion after the hedge funds actually got messed up. Now it's crazy because the same people that were like, "Oh, you just need to work hard and get your hands dirty, get it the hard way, be smart about it," you know. It's crazy that those same people that were preaching like that to people on welfare and people in lower class and mid class, now they're crying because we found a way to get over on you. The tables have turned, my good man. And a lot of people are saying, isn't it ironic how the app called Robinhood, if you don't know who Robinhood is a character who steals from the rich and gives to the poor. The poor are trying to swindle and capitalize on the rich, and the Robinhood app is preventing that. And a lot of people dug up a lot of tweets from Robinhood saying, Robinhood tweeted, "Let the people trade." I think it was about 2015, 2016, somewhere around there. And a lot of people are like, "This you?" Because y'all, if you on Twitter, chances are more than likely that you've seen a "this you" tweet. This you tweet, no one survives though. That's basically someone exposing you, going back on a tape that you had before. This Dogecoin is a story in itself. Started off as a meme, right? I actually heard about it a couple years ago. Mad I didn't capitalize on it because once again, it was a meme. It was a joke. It was a fake cryptocurrency that no one thought would ever come to fruition. Dude, when I tell you I regret taking my $20 out, let's do the math. Let's do the math right now. Let's see. I'm pulling out my Robinhood app, right? I had $20 in Dogecoin at one point. I want to see how this is going to go. Let's see, where's it at right now? Doge is currently at 3 cents. All right. Let's see, a year. Boom. Okay. All right, there we go. So, this was made in 2016, right? I heard about it, I heard about it 2019. I heard about it March 2019. It was going for 0.001. right? Just to get one share, right? I put $20 in. Said, fluff it. I'll leave it in there. It is now, or the peak at least. The peak, it peaked at. No, there's no way. Okay, there we go. No. Am I reading this right? Dude, what the fuck? Okay, okay, there we go. My bad, I'm looking at it wrong. 10 cents. Yeah, there we go. Oh, did they? Bro, I think they messed this up. Anyways, it was dang near at 8 cents, right? So think about it. If I had $20, so let me do the math here. 0.08 divided by 0.001 equals 80 times 20. If I would have just left my measly $20 in there, I would have $1,600 in my pocket right now. Stocks are crazy, guys. They're freaking bananas. But in a weird way, it's like a rush. It's like gambling. Now, I was always taught if you're not gonna profit from that, don't put that in. Don't put that in the stocks. Stocks is not a gambling. I guess it is gambling, but never put too much money in there to where it hurts you, right? Don't like count on something to boom. Like if you have rent due on the 6th and you invest $500 into something on the 3rd, that's not how it works. You guys can't do that. But Dogecoin actually, I wouldn't say it got shot down by Elon Musk, but Elon Musk. Here's another thing about Elon Musk. Here's something that I thought was pretty cool. Somebody asked him about the current state of Bitcoin, and Elon said, he laughed and said, "Hold on, wait, give me a second. I gotta watch what I say because I can crash the market." Imagine how much power you have to destroy someone's freaking stocks, dude. That's so lit to me. Anyway, he's Tony Stark in real life. But Doge actually got on FaceTime. Like the people who created Doge got on FaceTime with Elon, and he was like, "Yeah, it's cool, but he was like, take it easy, guys. You guys created this. It was meant to be a joke. Blah blah blah." And I guess you could say he shot down Doge. Doge has yet to reach the 5 cent threshold that everyone thought was gonna boom by today. But apparently Tuesday to Wednesday, depending on how the hedge funds move, there may not be a lot of room for that, So, but stocks were bananas this week, dude. People were running all over, losing their goddamn minds. People on Twitter were just cracking up. Talk about I'm rich, bitch. Yeah, I just thought that was hilarious. I just thought that was super dope, super super cool. But yeah, man, is that all my notes on the world today? How mad I took them goddamn $20 out. Ain't that some shit? Yep, there we go. Yeah, so that's the news for today, man. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. I really appreciate you. You guys are some real ones. Make sure you guys, guys, we are doing a PS5 raffle. If you guys want to donate to the podcast or myself so I can upgrade my setup, make sure you hit that Cash App. Any dollar amount is welcome. But if you guys are trying to enter into my PS5 raffle I'm doing after the Super Bowl, $25 entries, send it to this Cash App, $Flammy. $25, you can send in as many entries as you like. Someone just sent in $100 actually, so they got 4 entries since it's $25. It's $25 per entry. So $100 gets you 4 entries, so on and so on. I think we only have we got like 40, 45 entries. Dude, $25 to get a freaking PS5 bundle. You get a system, another controller, you get a webcam, you get a headset. It's just there's a lot. And I'm also giving away merch and other gift cards and things like that. So I really appreciate you guys coming up, showing love. Man, this is lit. It's lit. Episode 2 of I Just Be Chillin'. Guys, we got something on our hands. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. By the way, I appreciate you. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload all my videos similar to this one. Hope you guys enjoy this video in the morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. I love you guys so much. Hope you guys love me too. It's your boy Flam God signing off saying Deuces. This beat go crazy.